Hello and welcome back. So we're on the Football Zone, and after an international break, we've got the Premier League action returning. So we've got a weekend preview coming up today, and let's get straight into it with Southampton taking on Manchester United. And yeah, obviously both of these sides struggled somewhat before the break. Southampton, all losses so far and haven't looked very convincing at all. Manchester United won their first game since then, all losses, and yeah, it kind of feels like against a really poor Southampton side. Manchester United have to get a win here and get back on track, and I think they will do. I'm going to say it'll be 2-0 to Man United. Moving on into Brighton against Ipswich, and yeah, I think it will be Brighton here will probably get the win. Brighton, of course, starting off really strong so far this season, and yeah, I think Ipswich got that point against Fulham, but yeah, probably just not on the level of the likes of Ipswich so far, of the likes of Brighton so far this season, unfortunately for them. So yeah, I can really see one result here, especially with it being an economics, a Brighton win. Moving on into Palace against Leicester at Selhurst Park, and both of these sides kind of experiencing a somewhat tough start to the season, I would say. So it's a big game for both of these sides. I think Palace at home, obviously they've lost a few key players, but this is a game that kind of will be sort of expecting and hoping to win, to kind of really start to get their season on track after that good result at Chelsea just before the break. So yeah, I'm going to say Palace at home. I don't think it'll be easy because I think Leicester do have some decent players, but I think they will just edge it 1-0. Moving on then to Fulham against West Ham at Cottage, and yeah, Fulham coming into this one, in I would say relatively decent shape. I think they've had a pretty mixed start to the season, to be honest. A few things maybe haven't quite fallen away, but there is definitely fight there. I think the signing of Smith Rowe looks good. West Ham have been pretty decent so far this season as well. So yeah, I think it could be quite an evenly matched game between two London-based sides. I'm going to say it'll be a draw 1-1. Moving on into Liverpool against Forest. Forest, have had a decent start to the season. Obviously got a win at Southampton. And have been pretty competitive. I think the funding that we've seen put into that squad is kind of really helping to pay off. But against the Liverpool side, who started kind of perfectly under Arne's slot, it's going to be a very good game to see Forest get anything out of this one. To be brutally honest, so I'm going to think, especially at Anfield, it'll be a comfortable Liverpool win. I'm going to say 2-0. Moving on then to Manchester City as they host Brentford at the Etihad, and yeah, obviously you'd expect this to be a win for Man City here, but yeah, I mean Brentford we've seen in the past, so we know pushovers, obviously defeated Man City at the Etihad in the past when they had Tony. Obviously they don't have Tony now, but yeah, Haaland's looking so good at the moment. City has started off the season so strong. To be honest, at this point it's very hard to see anything other than a Man City victory here. Moving on into Villa against Everton, and yeah, this is obviously going to be a big game for Everton, obviously after that remarkable collapse last time out against Bournemouth. It's going to be a big game for them to see if they can bounce back, but obviously it'll be a really tough game, taking on a Villa side who are really, really strong. It's going to be difficult to see any other way out here. So yeah, I'm going to say it will be a Villa one. I think they'll just have a bit too much for Everton. I'm going to say it will be 3-1 to the Villa. Moving on into Bournemouth against Chelsea in an 8 o'clock kickoff on Saturday, a pretty rare kickoff time. This is going to be an interesting game. And Bournemouth coming into this one, I don't know, it's been a bit of an iffy start to the season for them, a few ups and downs for it, I think it's fair to say. Chelsea though, I think, somewhat are finding their groove a bit under Enzo Maresca. I think there definitely are positive signs there, which is obviously encouraging for them. It's going to be an interesting one, this one, but I think Chelsea will probably have too much, so I'm going to say 2-0. Moving on then to Tottenham against Arsenal at the White Hart Lane, and of course the North London derby, this will be a real big test of Arsenal's credentials really. Obviously don't have Odegaard and Rice, which will be a big blow for them against Tottenham side who have had a bit of an up and down start to the season, I think it's fair to say. So yeah, it's going to be a very intriguing one, this one, one that you feel could really go either way. I think Arsenal, they still just got that little bit of quality. I think they can just edge it 2-1. Moving on into Wolves against Newcastle, another really big game, and another game that I'm really looking forward to. I think this could be an interesting one as well. I think, Wolves and Newcastle, I think, maybe both haven't quite been at their best so far this season, which definitely may add a little bit of interest and spice into this game. It's one that I feel like could go either way really, but I think Newcastle will just have a little bit more quality. I think they'll just edge it 1-0.
That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe for our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.